Today on the channel, we got some official clown business as we got a double dose of NECA Captain Spaulding.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another NECA horror unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a double dose of Captain Spaulding from A House of a Thousand Corpses. But for all your NECA needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And these two latest and greatest Captain Spaulding figures are shipping currently from NECA. Hit up the Entertainment Earth of the world, the Target stores. You guys get the gist by now. But Captain Spaulding, of course, from A House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, Three from Hell, played by Sid Haig, journeyman actor, especially back in the 70s, some of the exploitation films, things like that. One of the greatest actors of a generation, if you ask me, and I'm a big fan of Sid's work. He's one of those guys, bit player in so many TV shows, so many movies over the years, a true working actor. And there's a lot of actors and actresses out there that work every single day that maybe are not household names. Not everybody can be the Tom Cruises, the Jim Varneys of the world, the Pee Wee Hermans, the big name actors of the world. Not everybody's at that level. There's a lot of working actors and actresses every single day going to work just like we do every single day. And Sid was one of those guys, and really House of a Thousand Corpses really took him to that next level and really made him a lot of money, or money I guess we should say, at the end of his life, as he has since passed away. But he did make the horror convention circuits, things like that, based off of this character. So a good kind of final remembrance of Sid Haig in a lot of ways. And he was in other movies too at the end of his career, as we know. But I guess his most iconic role is Captain Spaulding. And talk about a cool clown, talk about a great movie. House of a Thousand Corpses is a great movie. Devil's Rejects, the greatest movie of all time. That's the one I recommend. Can't wait for more Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses figures from NECA, as we do know they're coming. But one thing we also know is coming is the way we're going to do this unboxing and review. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We're going to go to the old Toonie Terrors line first for Captain Spaulding. This is a figure I'm going to need to get a second one. He's got two different heads. I want to be able to display both looks, so I'm going to pick up another one down the road. But there he is in a very cartoony look. Of course, Toonie Terrors line. Captain Spaulding right here. 20th anniversary of House of a Thousand Corpses. I cannot believe that is true. What is time, as we always do say. But looking good in the packaging. Very on brand with the Toonie Terrors line, of course, as we know. Nothing too fun there. On the back, you can cut that out. Have a little background if you want to. If you want to take the ride with the good captain there. Bring the fun of Saturday morning cartoons to your horror collection with these adorable little creeps. Pick your favorites or collect them all, and make every day Toonie Terror time. There it is. Can't believe it. I still can't get over 20th anniversary. Just seems absolutely crazy. Cannot believe that. Very cool background in there as well. There it goes. See you later. Goodbye. And we got the old good captain right out of the package in the plastic prison. Looking really nice right there. Gonna try to get him out as he's strapped in around the waist, it looks to be. I think that's all it takes. Just one. I'm here for that. Just one little cut. That's all it takes. See you later. Goodbye. All right, we got the captain out of here. And, of course, these are basically statues, not really action figures. Of course, the arm does go all the way around. There's no waist. There's head, and the head is removable. And that is really it. That is it as far as articulation goes on this one. Now, he does got a big old bag right here, and he's got a drumstick in his hand. He's serving up that fancy fried chicken, and we do got rotation at the hands there. So that is good to know. Two Fists of Fury on him, too, for those keeping track at home. But very, very cool. He's got the very on-brand Captain Spaulding, of course, murder ride and delicious fried chicken, as we do know from the movie. And his most iconic outfit as well, in the white and the blue and the reds. Very all-American old Captain Spaulding. And I actually have a full life-size Captain Spaulding in my garage. And I remember it used to scare my wife every once in a while. She'd come home late at night, and there would be Captain Spaulding just standing there by the door. And it's been there for a long time. I probably had that in my garage. 12, 13 years at least at this point, I should say. just a way to pay tribute to the captain every single day, and old Sid Haig. But beautiful face, there's no doubt about it. You know who this is when you look at the head sculpt on this. Got that little hat going there. Very friend-warming smile. It looks like a guy you'd want to talk to, but little do you know, he's going to get you killed if you're not careful. But laughing there, you can almost hear Sid Haig's laugh going on with this figure right here. Just an all-timer. Definitely looks like him in the Toonie Terrors line, there's no doubt. Now, you get a second head sculpt right here, and don't you think I'm funny is kind of what this one looks about like here. Some official clown business going on. So you got the happy and the mad clown. You definitely don't want him mad. You definitely want to keep him as happy as possible. And how could you not be happy with this guy? He's got a bag of fried chicken here for you. Well, what more could you need? Maybe some coleslaw from KFC. Who knows? But a good one. Peg hole. He's got one peg hole. Will he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Oh, yes he does. What do you know? Use discount code Kyle at Ringside Collectibles. Pick up a Mattel stand when they do go back in stock. But looking good right there. A very simple, easy unboxing review. That's why I wanted to pair it with this one. And very cool, we're getting the Captain Spaulding. Now, we were going to get more Captain Spaulding figures, but Sid died a couple of years ago. And NECA, I guess, said at the time, there was a statement going out that they didn't want to feel like they were capitalizing on his death and that they would get back into the game of Captain Spaulding stuff in the future. Well, much like Dipping Dots, the future is now. We're getting these figures, including a re-release of this one. Now, before, this was on a clamshell packaging. Now it's in a traditional box packaging, like we see a lot of the other ones. We've seen Elvira recently, Bon Scott, Angus Young, the AC/DC guys. We're seeing a wave of these as well. And we're getting Captain Spaulding right here. Now, honestly, not my favorite figures to have out of the packaging. Sometimes these look a lot better in the packaging, but they're almost like updated Migos from the 70s is what they kind of remind me of. But still, this is another one. I'll probably get two of them in the long run for a little Captain Spaulding display in my collection. But how's Captain looking there? Looking really, really nice. And I did have the original version. I had all the House of a Thousand Corpses stuff from NECA Real Toys. I had the harder to find set before that. I also had the big talking Captain Spaulding. I had all the Devil's Reject stuff. I had all the stuff in my collection. However, I did sell that when it was at an all-time high. And some of the offers I got on it were so high. I was like, I don't want to sell this, but I can't turn down the money right now. I had a kid on the way. Old Elle was on her way. I said, I could probably use some of that money. You never know. Diapers are expensive. I don't know if you knew that. So I ended up selling my whole Devil's Rejects collection, House of a Thousand Corpses collection. One of those regrets, but at the end of the day, you got to do it for the kids. You got to do it for the children out there. And now all that stuff's kind of getting re-released, so it's not that big of a deal, I guess, in the long run. But you got Captain Spaulding right here. Captain Spaulding, 20th anniversary once again. Holy cow, I cannot believe it. House of a Thousand Corpses at the top. Very cool window box. Very cool packaging in there. On the side, you get a little glamour shot of the good captain. Of course, some writing down here. It says, see Ed Gein, Albert Fish, and of course, Dr. Satan. Bring home some tasty fried chicken. Murder ride, take a trip into hell. Kids get in half price. Well, that's a good deal. I'll bring them. I'll bring the kids. Same thing on this side as well. And on the back, just a big old glamour shot of the captain right there looking good. Looking a little baggy in his outfit, though, in this Mego-style packaging, I would say. But we'll see. We're going to get it out of the package. We're going to see what all the fuss is about. Get ready to go on the murder ride right back there is what that looks like. Looking really, really good. See you later. Goodbye packaging. And then he is locked in at the leg. Or is that it? Just one at the leg? Holy cow, that's not very much. That's an easy one to do. Pop that out. Pop that out. Maybe. Oh, we're locked in. Oh, we got one around the waist. It's a hidden one in the waist, and you got to be careful. You do not want to cut the outfit. There you go. Looking good. Looking good. See you later. Goodbye. All right, now we're getting down to business. Like I said, official clown business. How about that? But we do get a bag of tasty fried chicken. Of course, his calling card. Give him fried chicken to the people is what we got. So a little bag of fried chicken going on there. And then we get extra hands. He does come with the splayed out hands. And then you get the love-hate middle finger hands. Oh, he's flipping everybody the bird. He's a dangerous clown, though. You don't want to send him off or you'll get the finger. Like a young Mountie gave the big boss man, or I guess the jail guard, back at SummerSlam back in the day. We'll never forget that. You want the finger? Here's the finger. Oh, just riveting television for little Kyle. But now we got the captain out of the package. First thing I notice is he did have that band around his waist. It is permanently indented into the cloth outfit there. So it does look a little bit strange. Maybe that'll straighten out over time. We'll see what happens with that one. This outfit is not made to be removed, but you can slide it up and see the legs here. He's got some really little legs with some big old bozo clown shoes. How about that? And that's some big, big clown shoes on this guy. Of course, clowns, they love their big shoes, of course. But he's got really big shoes here, which, however, helps him stand up straight, which is always nice to do as well. So we do get that. There's no issues with him standing. Sometimes these doll figures don't stand as well, and there's no peg hole in the bottom either. So we do have some issues. You could have some issues if you didn't have these big clown shoes in standing. We've seen it with some of the NECA Misfits figures. They don't stand so good. A little harder to stand. This one with the big base definitely helps out. But you got the cloth, vinyl, whatever the fabric we'll call it, outfit going on here. Very Captain America, very Captain Spaulding, very USA, very 4th of July is what this feels like to me. Looking really, really good. No issues anywhere there. Even got that little skull in the middle right here, and then he pulls on it, as we do know in the movie. Good clown face paint. Doesn't look like the face paint is super fresh. He's kind of not the greatest clown ever. He's not always looking the best, as we do know. But he's got a good face there all day long. You know it's Captain Spaulding. Got that beard going on. Bald head of the back. He doesn't go full-on cake makeup. Doesn't get the back of his head. And then, of course, open hands we talked about right here. So you got the hands removable. You got single jointed elbows, a little bit of side-to-side action. Arms do go around. You get a little waist in there. You can do a little splits there. You do get a bend at the knee. No real ankle movement, just straight up and down is all you get. So not a lot of bells and whistles with this bad boy here. It's just kind of is what it is as far as it goes. Like I said, it kind of reminds you of the Migos of olden times. Just an updated form of Amigo. And that's okay. That's not a bad thing. Very interesting. We get a bag of fried chicken, but he really can't hold the fried chicken because he has no gripping hands. I guess you could turn this hand kind of up and he could just kind of hold it like that. I guess that does work, but I would like a traditional gripping hand and overhand grip, kind of like what we got going on with this one here would have been the way to go. At least for me, that's how I would have liked to seen it, but beggars can't be choosers, really, at the end of the day. But a fun one, Captain Spaulding. A great one that you could put next to some of your other horror icons, the Michael Myers of the world, the Freddys, the Jasons, the Pinheads, go on and on. The Leatherface, don't forget Leatherface. But Captain Spaulding, one of the newer cult classic heroes, and when I say newer, last 20 years, but definitely a guy that made an impression, made a mark on an industry and the horror world, and definitely Rob Zombie's film career, there's no doubt about it. So I can't go wrong getting any Captain Spauldings in my collection. Happy to have these two. I'm going to be on the hunt looking for deals. Going to get 2 of these to keep on card as well. We'll see what happens. I'll get those down the line. Long game. Mount up. There it is. So there it is. Captain Spaulding. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Did you pick up either of these? Are you all in? Did you like House of a Thousand Corpses? Or you like me, like Devil's Rejects that much more? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell so we got videos every single day. We got 2 channels now, so make sure you subscribe to both of those. Don't forget about the Patreon for early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, you name it. All going on down at the old Patreon channel, and Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for the great Captain Spaulding, I'm Captain Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.